Greetings. Welcome to your 30-minute Vinyasa Flow. My name is Margaret. Let's get started in a nice, comfortable seated position. Maybe bringing your hands to heart center. And let's set an intention for your practice today, whatever that might be. Roll forward into a tabletop position, stacking your shoulders on top of your wrists, hips on top of your knees. And right away, let's activate that Ujjayi breath and take a couple of cat-cow poses. Inhale, gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhale, gaze towards your belly button. Inhale, pull your shoulders in towards your spine, gaze up. Exhale, chin to chest, gaze towards your belly button. Inhale. Exhale, protract your shoulders. And let's come back to a nice neutral spine. And press back into a child's pose. Big toes touch, heels fall open. Press your hips back towards your heels. And extend your arms out long onto the front, to the front of your mat. Open your eyes and set your drishti on your mat. Walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. Maybe cross your left hand over your right, although you don't have to do that. Feeling that stretch all along the left side of your body. Breathing into that stretch. Walk your hands back to center. Press your hips back and walk them over to the left. Maybe stacking your right hand on top or crossing it over. Feeling that stretch all along the left side, right side of your body this time. Walk your hands back to center. Inhale and exhale. Downward facing dog. Lift your hips up to the ceiling. Press all four corners of your hand into the floor. Maybe walk your dog. Bend your right knee, then bend your left knee. Switch them out, taking it at whatever pace you want to, fast or slow. And then find some stillness on your mat. Using your Ujjayi breath here. Now grab the outsides of your mat, still in downward facing dog, and just press your chest back closer to your thighs. Opening up your shoulders a bit here. Walk your hands back into center. Come up to your toes and tiptoe all the way to the front of your mat. And let's meet in a halfway lift. Forward fold. And we're going for ragdoll. Clasp your elbows. Sway side to side. Maybe bend your knees. Shake your head, yes, no. Just letting gravity pull the crown of your head down to the floor as your hips lift up to the ceiling. Breathe in here. Maybe shake your head, yes, no, maybe so. Most importantly, breathe in. Release your grip and reach your fingertips down to the floor. Come back to that halfway lift, placing your hands on your calves. Forward fold. Place your right hand down in the center of your feet. Lift your left hand up, gaze up to the ceiling. Keeping your shoulders in line here. Keeping your hips squared. You always use a block underneath your hand too. Press your left hand down to the floor in between your toes. And now walk your right hand up to the ceiling, gazing up towards your right fingertips. Squeezing the shoulder blades in towards each other, hips neutral. Come back to center, another forward fold. And slowly rise up one vertebrae at a time. Crown of your head coming up last. Try not to fidget. Extended mountain. Gaze up towards your fingertips. Maybe the palms clasp. And bring your hands down to heart center. Breathe. Hands down to your side. Tadasana. Extended mountain. Reach your fingertips up to the ceiling. Maybe take a little back bend. Forward fold. Swan dive forward. Gaze towards your belly button. Halfway lift, nice neutral spine. Maybe bring your hands to your calves. And step back into a high plank. If you jump back with bent arms. But most of the time when you're just coming into a plank, just try stepping back. Hold here, stacking your heels on top of your toes. Shoulders on top of your wrists. Shift forward. Lower all the way down to the floor. We'll go for a low cobra. Bring fingertips in line with your shoulders. Press your hips into the floor. All 10 toes pressed into the floor. And lift your chest up and forward. If you can, lift your fingertips off the floor so you're not using any momentum from your hands. It's all pulling your chest forward, pressing your hips into the floor. Let's go for a high cobra this time. This time you can use your hands to press into the floor. Gaze over your right shoulder. Come back to center and release. Let's go for another high cobra. Lift up and gaze over your left shoulder. Breathe. Come back to center. Release. Now we can go for a high cobra, low cobra, or upward facing dog. If you go for upward facing dog, lift your thighs off the mat. Downward facing dog. And breathe. Trying to find some stillness here. Try not to fidget too much in between your poses. Come up to your toes. Gaze forward. Step your right leg forward or left leg forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Oh, I asked for a towel, you see. Halfway lift. Plant your palms. Now step your left leg back and your right leg back. Come back to high plank. I'm practicing in a hot room, so I'm sweating. It's like 90 degrees. Shift forward. Low plank. Upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Oh, that's another towel. Take a few Ujjayi breaths here. Nice, deep, full breaths. Come up to your toes. Bend your knees. Travel forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. That could be a high plank to a low plank. On your plank, you could use your knees. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Please feel free to take whatever modifications you need to. If you need to take a knee or a child's pose. Sometimes downward facing dog could even be a resting pose. Come up to your toes. Bend your knees. Travel forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Exhale. Extended mountain. Inhale. Trying to match that breath with the movement. Bring your hands down to your side. You can take a sip of water here. I'm just going to grab this towel and put it on my mat. It's getting a little sweaty. So whatever break you need to here before we move into our sun bees. Coming back to the top of your mat. Extended mountain. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. High plank, low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe. So I thought we were moving to Surya Namaskar B, but we're still in Sun Salutation A's. Breathe in here. Come up to your toes. Bend your knees. Travel forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain. Breathe in. Hands to heart center. Utkatasana. Bend your knees. Sit low. Reach your fingertips up to the ceiling. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. High plank, low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Bring your left leg into center. Step your right leg forward. Warrior one. Stacking your right knee on top of your right ankle. Spin the pinky edge side of your left heel flat. Pressing that left foot really into the floor to try to square your hips to the front, shoulders to the front. Clasp your hands behind your back. Bow forward, humble warrior. Trying to reach that right shoulder to the right knee. Release your neck so your crown of the head can release down towards the floor. Pull your knuckles towards the front of the room. Find some softness in your elbow joints. Rise up. Keeping that clasp, open up into a warrior two. You can bring your clasp and that little crease in between your thigh and your torso, sitting it right there, squeezing your shoulder blades in towards each other. Now you're in a warrior two modified. Open up your hands. Like you keep that bind with the left hand behind. Come to a humble warrior, chaturanga. Step your right leg back. Maybe keep that right leg lifted. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Moving to the left side. Warrior one on the left side. Square your hips and shoulders to the front of the room. Clasp your hands behind your back. Reach your knuckles down to the floor. Bow forward, humble warrior. Trying to find that softness in your elbow joints so you can continue to press your... Open up into warrior two. Keeping that bind. Now wrapping your hands around to the front crease of your thigh and where your torso meet. Squeezing the shoulder blades into each other. Reach your left hand towards the front of the room. Now reverse your warrior. Windmill your hands forward, chaturanga. Keeping that left leg lifted, maybe, optional. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Breathe. Nice deep inhales and exhales to match your movement. Take about 3 Ujjayi breaths here. Come to the toes, bend your knees. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Utkatasana, get low. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog on the inhale. Exhale to downward facing dog. Warrior one. Step that right leg forward on the inhale. Clasp your hands behind your back. Reach your knuckles down to the ground. Now reaching towards the front of the room. Bow forward. Humble warrior. Moving a little faster here. Open up into that warrior two. With that grip behind your back. Extend your right arm to the front of the room. Humble warrior. Now let's come into a triangle with that left hand binded behind your back. Gazing up towards the ceiling. Squeezing your shoulder blades in together. Squeezing your inner thighs in towards each other. Try to stop you from slipping. You could always use a block underneath that right arm. Reverse your warrior. Now come into a warrior two to the back of your mat. Reverse your warrior and chaturanga. Oh no, extended side angle, sorry. Y'all, I'm not perfect. Y'all see that already, right? I'll try to get better at knowing my own sequence. Reverse your warrior this time is going to a chaturanga. Maybe lifting your back leg. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Let's try that again on the left side. Step your left leg forward, warrior one. And remember, we're moving a little faster this time, so clasp your hands behind your back for a humble warrior. Reach your chest up to the sky. Bow forward. Bring your left shoulder to your left knee. Crown of your head reaching down towards the floor. Knuckles reaching towards the back of your mat this time. Rise up back into a warrior one, then open up to warrior two with that same clasp, bring it around your back. In between that little space right there, release your grip. Reach your left arm forward and back. Reverse your warrior. Straighten out your front leg. And let's come into a triangle with that right arm binded behind your back. Maybe grab your thigh. Squeeze your shoulder blades in towards each other and gaze up towards the ceiling. Reverse your warrior. Bend that left knee. Open up your hands And turn back around to the front of your mat and go back for warrior 2. Sit low. Reverse your warrior. Extended side angle. Gazing up towards your fingertips. Sitting low in that left knee. Line up your front arch with your back foot. Reverse your warrior with your back. Front heel with your back arch, Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Come up to your toes. Bend your knees. Travel forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Utkatasana. Get low. Hands to heart center. And twist to your right. Hooking that right arm over your right thigh. Your left arm over your right thigh. Squeezing your shoulder blades in towards each other. Lift your left leg off the mat. Step your left leg back and let's come into a crescent lunge. Twisted crescent lunge, Maybe open up your arms from floor to ceiling, gazing up towards your right fingertips. Squeeze your shoulder blades in towards each other. Keeping that open arm twist. Now you go open up, standing up tall, reaching your fingertips from the front of the room to the back of the room. Crescent lunge. Revolve crescent lunge. Bring your left hand down, right hand up, gazing up. And we're going to bring that into a side plank. Stacking your right hip on top of your left hip. Flex your feet. Gaze up towards your fingertips. Maybe drop your back knee and lift your top leg if you want to go for a modified version of the side plank. Taking whatever version you want to. Now lift your top leg. Come to a high plank, keeping that leg lifted. Upward facing dog. Drop your back leg. Downward facing dog. Beautiful job, guys. Let's try it again on the other side. Come up to your toes. Bend your knees. Travel forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Utkatasana. Get low. Bring your hands to heart center. This time twist to the left. Inhales to lengthen you. Exhales, twist you a little deeper. Press your chest towards your thighs. Now shift your weight into your left foot. And step your right leg back into a revolve crescent twist. Revolve crescent lunge twist. Open up your arms from floor to ceiling here maybe. Squeezing your shoulder blades in towards each other. Keeping those hands open into a T. Rise up. Reaching your fingertips from the front of the room to the back of the room. Gazing towards your back fingertips. Come back to a crescent lunge. Revolve crescent lunge. Right arm down. Left hand up. Keeping those hips squared. Now slowly transition into a side plank. Stacking your left foot on top of your right. Gazing up towards your fingertips. Lift your top leg. Maybe. Then come to a high plank. Low plank. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. All while using your Ujjayi breath. Nice deep inhales and exhales. In through the nose and out the nose. Bend your knees. Travel forward. And roll onto your back. However you get there, let's meet onto our backs. And we'll go for a couple of bridges. Stacking your knees on top of your ankles. I'm going to use a block here in between my thighs so I can have something to squeeze into. You can use a book. Optional here. Lift up into a bridge. Maybe take a clasp underneath your back, squeezing your shoulder blades in towards each other. Lift your hips up to the ceiling and breathe. Release your hips to the floor. Maybe let your knees fall into each other. Take one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Now let's come back to it. Maybe go for a bridge. Lift your hips up. Squeeze your inner thighs in towards each other. Lift your right leg up. Now let's take a couple of pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your right leg to the floor. Now lift your left leg up to the ceiling. Go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your left leg down back to the floor. Stay lifted in the bridge. Now drop your hips to the floor. Maybe come to a Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet together, knees fall open. One hand to your heart, one hand on your belly. Find a soft gaze. We're coming back to bridge or wheel. So if you go for wheel, flip your your hands towards the front of your mat. Come to the crown of your head and press up. Continue to press your chest towards the front of your mat. Lift your hips up to the ceiling. Squeeze your inner thighs in towards each other. And breathe. Release your hips back to the floor no matter what you're in. We'll come for another Supta Baddha Konasana. One hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. And breathe in. Still staying aware. We're not checking out yet. Going for another wheel. Bring your hands by your shoulders, fingertips in line with your shoulders, fingertips reaching towards the front of your mat. Come to the crown of your head and press up. Continue to press your chest forward. Lift your hips up to the ceiling. Squeeze your inner thighs together and your feet in line with each other like they're on railroad tracks. Release. Supta Baddha Konasana. Now pull your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice hug. And go for a happy baby. Bring your hands towards the outside of your feet. Pull your knees down towards the floor. Avoiding your ribs. And your entire spine on the floor from the crown of your head to your tailbone. You can rock side to side here if you want to. Taking whatever movements you need to. Once again, this is your practice. I'm just a guide. Release your grip. Take your right leg. Cross it over your left leg like handlebars. Now reach towards the pinky edge side of both of your feet. And pull both your knees into your chest. And maybe rock side to side. So you got your right leg crossed over your left. Your left leg reaching towards the right side of the mat. Right foot reaching towards the left. Release your grip and cross in the opposite direction. Now grab the pinky edge sides of your foot and pull your feet down to the mat. Trying to pull your shoulders to the mat. Pull your knees to your chest. Same thing, you can rock side to side. Release your grip. Bring your feet back down to the floor. Breathe. We'll go for a couple of ab exercises here. Let's pull your knees into your chest. Stack your knees on top of your hips. Feet at a 90-degree angle. Let's go for a couple of bicycle crunches. Let's go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Rock yourself up into a Navasana. Bring your hands to heart center. Let's go for a couple of boat twists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Breathe. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Release yourself back down to the mat. Give yourself a nice hug after those ab exercises. I know my counting seemed a bit off, but I know I counted out 20 for y'all, so get your 20 in. Bring your right leg, cross your right leg over your left, and let's come into a supine twist, dropping your legs over to the left, gazing over your right shoulder. Breathe. Switch it out. Take your left leg, cross it over your right. Drop your legs over to the right side. Gaze over your left shoulder. And breathe. Let's come back to center. Rock yourself back up to a nice seated position. Open your feet up about the width of your mat. Let's go for a nice wide leg stretch. You can take your right hand and bring it towards the inside of your right foot. Take your left hand, reach it up and over. Maybe grab the outside of your right foot. Or you could just let your hand hang in space. Gazing up towards the ceiling, pressing both sits bones down into the floor. So don't let your left hips come up. Let's switch direction, release that side. Take your left hand, grab towards the inside of your left foot. Take your right arm up and over and grab towards the outside of that foot. Gaze up towards the ceiling, spin, looking up. Release your grip. Now you can fold forward. Try not to just collapse, using hinge at the hips with a nice neutral spine. You can walk your hands out. I have my hands behind my ears here to make sure I go down into a nice and flat. A nice neutral spine, not rounding through the spine, a flat spine. Maybe reach your hands out to your feet to try to make sure your feet are pressing up towards the ceiling. So flex your toes and open them up towards the ceiling. Maybe bring your chin to the floor. Slowly walk yourself up. Swing both legs back around to the front. And let's go for a seated forward fold. You can use a strap, a towel, a block, whatever you want to here. I think I'm going to show you how to use a strap in the video. So take the towel or a strap. That's a towel I have. And hinge at the hips, taking the towel, bring it around your toes, maybe a little higher than the arches. Flex your feet, pull your feet back towards your toes, bend at the elbows, pull your chest forward. Same thing here. Try not to just round it out. Try to continue to pull your chest forward. Maybe when you get a little closer to you, once your belly touches your thighs, then you can round forward. Release your grip. Release your strap or your towel. Bring it to the side. Now let's find a comfortable way to our mat. Maybe bend your knees, bring your hands behind your thighs, and roll down. I have a block here. We're coming for bring the block at your lower back, and we're gonna go to a waterfall. Reaching your legs up to the ceiling. Flex your feet. Just resting on that block. Hands down to your side. Just feeling that blood flowing in the opposite direction. You have a soft gaze, or you can close your eyes here. I like to remind people that inversions are meant to be held anywhere from like 3 minutes to 5 minutes. So you never know how long we're going to be here. Well, you kind of have an idea. But just trying to detach from the expectations or what you might think might happen. You could always pause this tape and stay in this position longer. Whatever you feel. By all means, do. Continue to check in with your body and see how you're feeling. You can bend your knees and start to bring your feet back to the floor. Or remove your block from underneath your hips. Bring your feet back down. Plant your soles of your feet to the floor. And let's come to a Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet in towards each other. Knees fall open. One hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Or You can just set up for your final resting position, because that's exactly what I just did. Shavasana. Extend your legs out long and your arms out long. And let's find a quiet body, quiet mind. Let it go. You can stay here for about 2 minutes. Or if you want to pause the video, please pause the video and stay here as long as you need to. I'll check back in with you guys in about 2 minutes. Shavasana. Start to bring some energy back into your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes, rounding out your wrists and your ankles. Bend your knees in towards your chest. Reach your arms. Point your toes towards the front of the mat. Reach your arms over your head for a nice full body stretch. Now bend your knees in towards your belly. Give yourself a nice hug. And roll over to your right side and pause for gratitude. Also coming back to that intention that you set for yourself in your practice. Press your left hand into the floor. Come back to a nice, accomplished seated position. It could be cross-legged or kneeling on your hips, on a block, whatever. And when it comes to the mat and face, you guys, bring your hands to your heart center. Reach your arms up overhead. Inhale. Press your palms together. Bring your hands back down to heart center. Let's do that again. Inhale. Bring your hands down to the side. Reach your arms up overhead. Bring your hands down to heart center. And let's close out our practice, guys. Bring your hands up to your third eye chakra. The light within me sees, honors, and salutes the light within you. Namaste, friends. Thank you all for coming out today. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, whatever you want to on this video. I will be back for more content for you later. Thank y'all so much. Have a great day. Namaste.